There is a girl in this footage named Patty. She is maybe 8 years old. She has a ribbon in her hair, and when her teacher gives the signal, she drops under the desk, hands over the back of her neck, face to the floor. She does it perfectly. The year is 1952. The government is proud of Patty. I want you to remember that desk, because 70 years later, it never left. This is OBLIQUE. And this is the longest lie ever told in a classroom.
On the 7th of January, 1952, a film arrived in classrooms across America. It began with a cartoon. A turtle named Bert walked down a road, stopped to smell a flower, smiled, then a firecracker exploded nearby, and Bert pulled himself instantly and completely into a shell, safe, protected, alive. That the film explained to the children watching was what every American child needed to learn to do. The film was called Duck and Cover. It was funded by the U.S. Federal Civil Defense Administration, directed by a professional film director, narrated by a professional actor, made with real school children from New York. It was nominated for a Peabody Award, broadcasting's highest honor. The government considered it excellent public communication. 50 million American children watched it for over a decade. The message was simple. The bomb could come at any time, without warning, at school, on the street, on the bus, at any moment on any ordinary day. When the flash appeared, get under the desk, hands over the neck, face down, do not look, do not run, wait. This was the official position of the United States government on how its children should survive nuclear war. A wooden desk and the back of your hands. The film was not made by cynics. The people who produced it genuinely believed it would help. Taking cover can reduce injuries from nuclear blast waves in certain scenarios. The desk was not entirely fictional as protection, but there's a specific psychological term for what they were actually creating. When a child rehearses a threat response, not once, but monthly, for years, the nervous system cannot distinguish between the drill and the real event. It responds identically. It learns. It recalibrates its baseline. Psychologists call it conditioned anxiety response. The body stays at the edge of readiness not because the threat is present, but because it has been taught that the threat can arrive anywhere. They called it preparedness. The nervous system called it something else entirely. On the other side of the world, Soviet children were being taught the same lesson from the opposite direction. The Americans were coming. Be ready. 2 governments. 2 sets of children. The same fear, wearing different flags. And between those children, quite literally between them, a wall, built overnight in August 1961. Concrete, wire, soldiers with guns. Children on one side waving to grandparents on the other. The wall that made the fear on both sides feel permanently, physically, undeniably real. The drill stopped in the 1980s. The Cold War ended. The wall came down. The Soviet Union dissolved. The particular shape of that fear reconfigured itself into something that felt, for a moment, like safety. The desk was put away. The children who had crouched beneath it grew up, had careers, had their own children, sent those children to school on ordinary mornings. And then April 20th, 1999, Columbine High School, Littleton, Colorado. The threat had changed. The instruction came back. Get down. Cover yourself. Make yourself small. Stay quiet. Wait for the adult to tell you the danger has passed. Duck and Cover had a new name. The FBI called it Run. Hide. Fight. The desk was still the first option. Hours after she escaped the shooting at Columbine High School, 14-year-old Missy Mendo slept between her parents in bed, still wearing the shoes she had on when she fled her math class. She wanted to be ready to run. When she and her classmates reached the park across the street, thinking they were safe, the shooting followed them there too. There is no desk in a park. There is no procedure for that. Think about what the shoes mean, not as a news detail, as a physical fact. A child's body learned something in one afternoon that her mind could not talk it out of. 25 years later, Missy Mendo is a mother. Her child goes to school. She was filling out her daughter's pre-kindergarten application when news of Uvalde broke. She read a few lines, put her head down, and cried. It felt like nothing changed, she said. The nervous system agreed. Now here's what the bomb actually is. The bomb is any threat a society decides is too large, too dangerous, or too politically costly to solve. So instead of solving it, it reaches into a classroom and it teaches a child to posture. And here's what the desk actually is. The desk is a solution offered when the real solution is unavailable, not incompetence, not malice, sincerity. The people who made duck and cover were not lying. The people who designed the lockdown drill were not indifferent. They were doing what institutions always do when confronted with an unsolvable problem. They solved the part they could reach. The desk is the seatbelt installed in a car with no brakes. And the children who are given the desk with complete sincerity, who are taught to trust it, who practice trusting it monthly for years, those children learn two things simultaneously. They learn the drill, and they learn, without anyone saying it directly, that the adults responsible for the world they were born into do not have a better answer than this. That is what the desk teaches beneath the desk. That is the lie that lives inside the promise. On May 24th, 2022, a gunman entered Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Jasmine Cazares was sitting on the floor in a choir room closet, in lockdown at her own school, when she was told her 9-year-old sister Jackie had passed. Jackie Cazares was 9 years old. She had practiced her drills. She knew exactly what to do. She did everything she had been taught. The drill was not enough. There is no gentle way to place that inside a sentence. A 9-year-old girl followed every instruction. The desk, whatever form it took in 2022, was not enough. That same year, the National Academies of Sciences found that while nearly every school in America conducts active shooter drills, there is no national standard for how they are run, no agreement on whether they actually work, mixed findings on their impact, the potential to traumatize students rather than protect them. The children practicing lockdown drills in American schools right now, today, in 2026, will grow up. They will have careers. They will have children of their own. Those children will go to school. Here is the question nobody in government has answered. If the pattern holds and is held without interruption for 70 years, what will those children be taught to do? What will the next desk look like? What will the next Bert the turtle be called? We have never broken the pattern. We have only updated the thread. So here's the question Oblique is leaving with you, and we genuinely want to know what you think. Is teaching children to hide the right response to a world that keeps finding new things to hide from? Or is the desk, whatever we call it in any given decade, the best we have ever been able to offer the children we are supposed to protect? Leave your answer below, because this is a question that deserves more than one voice.
This is Oblique.